Right, I'm checking to check it out. So, you know, what we're at now, we're doing Friday morning, okay. A little early Friday rant. A little early Friday rant. And I was just on Twitter, right? And someone put up a tweet, and it said like list the first five things you do in the morning, okay? And no surprise at all, no surprise to me that most of the people who replied, one of the first things that was on that list, like one of the first five things to do, is go and get what? I'll let you work it out. What do most people do in the morning in terms of consuming something? I'll give you that clue. In terms of consuming something, what do most people do? What most people make in the morning to consume? And I'm not on about food either. I'm not on about food. You guessed it. Hopefully you guessed it right. Coffee. That's the one, coffee. So these people, I was just scrolling through all the different tweets, and yeah, like I said, majority of people, coffee is on their list. Okay. Why is that? Because these people, right? A lot of these people are scared of sugar. They're scared of sugar. You know, they've got this irrational fear of sugar, and they rely on. What the fuck's up with this? Anyway, yeah, they rely on stimulants just to get themselves going in the morning, you know. And it's literally,
You are watching the Errol Spence Jr. workout.
So many people do it. It's like they can't function without drinking a coffee. Or some people have tea. Again, tea has caffeine in it. Caffeine in it as well. Obviously not to the same amount as coffee would, but it's still got caffeine in there. Okay. You know, so that's why people like to have multiple teas in the morning and shit like that. Same way people have multiple coffees in the morning, because it's all caffeine. They need a stimulant to get the fuck up. Because these people have a rational fear of sugar, okay? Guess what? Sugar is a fucking nutrient, okay? Sugar is a nutrient, right? So, again, these people, you know, these are the same people who will tell you that carbs make you fat, sugar makes you fat. These will be the same people who tell you that, but they've got literally no common sense. They're fucking dumb as fuck. Sorry. If this applies to you, then, you know, that you are, you know, pretty much dumb, because all you got to do is look at the back of any packet of pasta or potatoes. Just look at the back of a sugary drink like a Coca-Cola or a bag of white sugar. Look where it says fat. It's got, you know, you have the nutritional value broken down. Look where it says fat, and you'll see that it's got 0 grams usually, or like 1 gram per 100 grams, whatever. It's gonna be such a negligible amount. It doesn't even worth counting. Okay, so these people who say that makes you fat, but half a tub of butter that you spread on 2 pieces of toast, that doesn't make you fat, does it? These people disregard they disregard it all the time. They'll blame the sugars. Oh, you know, bread makes me fat. Bread makes me fat. No, you know what? I just cut out bread and I lost loads of weight. You know, yeah, you know why you lost loads of weight, you motherfucker? Because it's the shit you put on the fucking bread is what the issue is. Okay, that's what the issue is. The shit you put on the bread is what the issue is. That's why you're so fucking fat. Okay, because you put half a tub of butter on there. That's why you're fat. Get it? That's why people have these fucking guts. They have these fucking bellies and that. You know what I mean? Or however the fat spreads over your body. Okay, or you know, these are the people I'm fucking talking about, right? Because somehow that blind or that dumb to see that it's the fat that they put on on your fucking foods, right, is what's responsible for making you fucking fat. They don't get it. Because they're brainwashed by the fucking mainstream media, yeah, to believe that, you know, that sugar's the fucking worst thing going. Really? But that's why when these people are in a coma or whatever bad condition where they're not awake, they put them on a fucking drip. What's on the drip? There's sugars in there. Oh yeah, sugars, because sugar's a nutrient. You don't see them put on a fucking fat drip with fucking shitloads of oil going into this. You don't see that, do you? These fucking people, man. But yeah, man, you know. And you know what? One thing I've heard ever since I was little, growing up to now. Right, I'm gonna cut short this video. I'll come back in a minute. I gotta go. Right, check it out. So back to what I was talking about not long ago. Yeah, I had to shoot off. I had to get something done when I was at work. But anyway, yeah. So what I was saying. So something that I've always heard growing up as a little kid, all the way up until now, I still hear it. I still hear a lot of people talk about it. It's like just the normal. You hear it all the time. Like you hear it and you don't even really think about it. You don't realize what you're saying. And what I'm talking about is when people say, "Don't have fizzy drinks because it's got sugar in it and it's bad for you," or don't have this drink or that drink because it's got sugar in it because sugar's bad. Yeah, because sugar's bad for you, you know? Like, this is what I've always heard. I've always heard, man, off everybody. But what people don't realise is that they don't quite realise what they're saying, okay? They don't quite realise it. Now, there's 2 points to this. There's 2 points to pick up on what I'm talking about, okay? First one is it's not the sugar that's necessarily making your teeth bad. It's the acid in these carbonated drinks, okay, is what the issue is. That's what really fucks up your teeth, okay, is the acid, the phosphoric acid and various other acids what they put in there, okay. That's what fucks you up. Most people usually say in terms of, they don't usually say in terms of soft drinks, like in terms of like cordial. They usually say in regards to like fizzy pop. They say don't have fizzy pop because it's got, because the fizzy pop's got sugar in it, it's bad for you, blah blah blah. But it's the phosphoric acid, yeah, and whatever other acids they put in there. That's what's causing you. That's what's causing the teeth problems, okay? That's what's causing the teeth problems. Because think about it. If sugar makes your teeth rot, then why are you giving kids apples, bananas, whatever else? Because what's in an apple? Oh, I know, sugar. I don't give bullshit about, oh, well, it's refined sugars. It's the problem because it's refined. Shut the fuck up, man. No. Nothing to do with that. Okay? Fuck all to do with whether it's refined or not. So, let's not even go there about that. Okay? So, it's the acid is what fucks up your teeth. So, yeah, so I literally just picked up on the second point as well just then. Is that if the sugar is bad, then why are you giving your kids fruit to eat? Why? Because fruit is full of sugar. Yeah? The carbohydrates what are in fruits, majority of it, I can't remember what percentage, let's just say for argument's sake, 90%, 95% of the carbohydrates in fruit is sugar. So that's what's it's sugar. Fucking hell. Whether it's sugar out of a tablespoon of sugar, or whether it's sugar in fruit, it's still sugar going into the body. It's still sugar that's going onto the teeth. Okay. So what are we really talking about here? Like, doesn't make, when you think about it like that, it doesn't make any sense. Because you wouldn't give your kids anything else that's got sugar in it. So no fruit. I don't know. Whatever else got sugar in it, You know, people like to give their kids chocolate bars and shit like that, but don't give them the chocolate bars because the chocolate bars got sugar in it. Never mind the fat in it. So people need to think about really what they're saying. You know, just think about what you're saying. Does it, you know, really think about it? It doesn't actually make any sense. Okay. Now, having said that, I don't really care whether somebody is overweight or not. I don't really care. I don't care if you're chubby. I don't care if you're fat. I'm not. Whatever. That's your choice. That's your choice to be that way, okay? But don't sit here and try and mislead people, giving misinformation to people, yeah? Saying that carbs make you fat, sugars make you fat. No, you fucking don't, okay? Because these people don't look at what else they're fucking eating. They don't look at it. Because, you know, there's no health in... There's no health, sorry. There is no money in sick people. Right? That's why Big Pharma is out here profiting off all the fucked up people out here, yeah, with all these different ailments or whatever now. Because there's no money in fit, healthy people. Because we don't need to visit the doctor. We're not getting ill all the time. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So, why do you think they demonize sugar? Okay? Sugar's a nutrient. Sugar is a nutrient. Okay? Sugar is the number one nutrient in our body that we need. You know, when you see, right, okay, obviously this is a bit of an extreme example, but it doesn't matter. When you see a marathon runner, right, on a marathon, you see it on TV, and have their little stop-offs for like a number of seconds or whatever, what do you see him grabbing? You see him either grabbing some sort of glucose sachet or some sort of drink what's got sugar in it. You don't see him fucking stopping off, scooping up a fucking tablespoon of fucking olive oil or vegetable oil, or scooping, or fucking having a knob of fucking butter put in their mouth. You don't see him do that, do you? You don't. Simple as that. Sugar is a nutrient. It's the body's preferred source of energy. Sugar has no fat in it. Okay? If sugar will make it, you know, just think about it, bro. Just think about it. If sugar was going to make you fat, don't get me shit. You can't out exercise. You can't. What's the word? You can't outdo a bad diet, or you can't out. I can't think of the right word, but I can't think of the right word. But you can't, like, if you got a bad diet, you can't just go out and just do like a 5-mile run to balance that out. But it doesn't necessarily, don't quite work that way. Okay. So if sugar is so bad and it makes you fat, why are all these athletes, no matter what, you know, most sports, what you see, why are they consuming sugar and carbohydrates all fucking day and night? Why? Because sugar is a nutrient. And you think about it, if sugar makes you fat, then why are these people who do the sports and whatever not, why are they not fat? They'll be fat, wouldn't they? But they're not. They're not. Okay? So, yeah, these people got such, like, people who are so scared of sugar. You've got an eating disorder. Sorry. You've got an eating disorder. These people, you know, a lot of these people need fucking stimulants to fucking function in life. You know, they can't fucking function without a fucking coffee. Right? And you know what? That used to be me. I'm not gonna lie. That used to be me for a little period of time. Okay? There's a few years, probably about in my mid-20s onwards, I used to drink coffee quite a lot. You know, I'd always have that in the morning when I wake up because I got addicted to it and I needed to function. Okay? But then I stopped drinking coffee because I thought, you know what, this ain't right for me. This ain't good for me. You know, alongside other things, like I used to smoke as well. I don't smoke anymore. I stopped that when I was in my mid to late 20s. I was about 20. I can't remember how 26, 7. I don't know. Something like that. Anyway, I stopped. Yeah. So yeah. What was I gonna say? Yeah. So don't get me wrong. I don't mind a coffee here and there. On average, I'll probably have a coffee probably about once, maybe every 2 months. And I'll go out to like a Starbucks. You know, if you feel like a coffee. If you know, like I said, I don't really feel like coffee most time. I don't. If I did, I would have coffees more often than not. But I have coffee probably about on average. If I have to work it out, maybe once every 2 months, I'll probably have a coffee. Okay. Because guess what? I'm eating a lot of carbohydrates. Well, I eat as much carbohydrates as I feel like I need. I follow a low-fat diet. I eat as much carbohydrates as I want, and my protein intake is about moderate, and my source of protein are moderate. You know, and that's it, bro. That's the most effective. That's the most effective way of eating. Okay. Got all these fancy, stupid little name diets, all this bullshit, man. Fuck off, man. I've done them all. I've done the keto. I've done all that bullshit. I've done it all, and all shit. Okay. When you want a high carbohydrate diet, right? You can eat as much carbohydrates until you feel full. Listen to your body. Have as much sugary drinks as you feel until your body says, right, I'm done. I don't need any more sugar. I'm done. You know, so that you know, and you feel full. You don't have to go out snacking. You don't have the urge to go out and snack bullshit. You don't have to have the urge to go out and have high fatty snacks and stuff like that. You don't. Okay? Sugar releases dopamine. Sugar reduces cortisol. You know, cortisol. You know what cortisol is? Go read up about it. It reduces cortisol. It can reduce anxiety. You know, have you ever been around anybody that is a hardened coffee drinker or someone who smokes? I've been around both a lot. You know, I've dated a lot of different women. Okay, and you know, even going back to my mom, like she used to smoke. But what I'm trying to get at is that when these people don't have their fix, whether it's a caffeine fix or a nicotine fix from their cigarettes, these people are unbearable to be around. I'm telling you, they're unfucking bearable to be around. Their mood is going up and down, and as soon as they get a coffee in their hand, I take the first little sip, like, these fucking earphones are pissing me off. That first little swig of coffee, I feel great. Oh yeah. Or the first couple of drags of the cigarette, oh yeah, feel fucking great. Yeah, love it. Right? These people are horrible to be around. I'm telling you. Their mood swings are just off the charts. Okay, you don't want to be around somebody like that. You know, because they're addicted to stimulants. They're addicted. If they ever were to come off that shit and had and followed a high carbohydrate diet, low fat, low to moderate, depending on what you're doing. Obviously, I do weights, so my protein intake is pretty moderate. But if you don't do weights, then have a low protein intake. If they ever to switch over to that, mate, I'm telling you now, they'll feel so much better. But people don't want to listen to me. You see, obviously I'm chatting shit. Obviously, I've never done it before. Obviously, I wasn't in their shoes before that. Everything I'll talk about is stuff what I've done off my own back. I've done it. I've tried it and tested. I've got no bias to anything or anyone. I've done it, been there and done it. Yeah, and I've got the fat gene. So don't talk about, if I have too many carbs, I'll get fat. Shut the fuck up, man. Again, you need to really analyze what you're looking at, what you're eating, right? So I've got the fat gene. My side of the family put on fat real easy compared to my dad's side, okay, who are naturally slim and muscular. Unfortunately, I didn't get them fucking genes, so I have to watch what I eat. So, but if I don't eat a high carbohydrate diet, I can still watch what I eat because it's low fat. All the carbohydrates got no fat in it. So I'm great. I can load up on the carb. Whether some days I eat more carbohydrates or not. Some days I want more. Some days I don't. Some days I can go without not many carbohydrates at all. And that's not by purpose. That's listening to my body. If my body wants more carbs, I give it more carbs. Okay? Simple as that. So yeah, pretty much done fucking ranting and raving. I'll keep talking about this. Probably, you know, I gotta keep talking about it because I gotta try and hammer the message home to people, man. Like, you know, get your head out the clouds. Stop listening to the bullshit that's perpetuated in the fucking media. Stop listening to it. These people, man, they just got a horrible way of dealing, you know, horrible, you know, they just don't, you know, their relationship with food is just horrible. You know, these people who believe that carbohydrates are fattening, okay, what they'll do, they will restrict their carbohydrate intake, and they'll be eating other shit, like other high fatty foods or whatever else. And these same people, a lot of these people constantly need coffee. They need coffee. They need something to get by it, just to fucking function. They need something to fucking function throughout the fucking day, because they're restricting carbohydrates. You know, they're restricting what the body wants, so that they have to fucking give some sort. They have to fucking get by somehow. So they have stimulants like coffee, or they'll smoke, or do both. You know, or they're the same people who start picking at other foods. They'll start eating fatty snacks and stuff like that, and they wonder why they're not getting slim. They wonder why they can't shift the weight, or they'll restrict their amount of food they're eating. You know, some people have like 2 meals a day, you know, or 1 meal a day. Like, come on, bro, no. And these, like I said, these people are horrible to be around, man. Like, their mood fluctuates so bad. You know, I can make these videos off the cuff like this now because I'm good. I'm carved up. I've got sugar in my body. You know what I mean? I'm ready. Yeah? Every morning I'm up at 3 to 4 a.m. in the morning. Go to the gym. You know? Fuel up the night before. Have a high carb meal before I go to bed. Wake up in the morning. Have a sugary drink in the morning. Get the sugars in. Get the sugars in. Drink some water on top of that. And we're hitting the gym. We're good to go. Yeah? Ready and primed. So yeah, I can make the videos as and when, because I'm not the only thing what gets me tired throughout the day is I do long hours at work. So but other than that, I don't I'm not tired or I'm not grouchy and shit because I've not had enough carbohydrates. Nothing to do with that. So why don't people fucking try it before they start fucking knocking it, okay? And with that, I'm gonna be out. So I'll catch you next time.